Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check nickel.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
No chance.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Watch the pass. Hey, Charlie. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Come on. You better bring it. Mike, 5-4.
Rodgers going to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Cohen. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over first and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Looking to throw on second down. Newman. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Looking to throw. Newman. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
We own them.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Adam Thielen, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, Swift, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Alert flat. Alert 150.
On second down, it's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's third down.
Plant. 54. Mike 54.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Bilal Nichols able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
That's good for the Bears. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go now. Check, 47. Hey, get in the weight room. 2 seconds. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Here we go. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Let's go one more.
On 1st down, Newman. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check cross.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go! Ready. 70 ending. Centers the mic. On Davey. Oh, let's go. Come on. Double up. He's coming.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
2nd and 4. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. He's at the 50. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
X3, 218, chop. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Get inside.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Running right, Jones. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That's it. Big hit. Down at the 45-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
It's just me and you.
Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 30. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll run it with Jones. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Let's go.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Ship. 26. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Watch the ship. Check 9. Come on, fellas.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
58, come on. Switch. Check 43. Easy.
Here's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Newman going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 51's the mic. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. That's it. Go Mike 51, Mike.
Looking to throw. Newman nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Second and long. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Mark 55. Mark 55. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Check the backer. Check the backer.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Brings up second and 12 at the 21-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a second and 12.
That's the way.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Buddy up, 55 the mic. Check, 55 the mic. Let's go.
Throwing on third and long. Newman, the throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
You get block me. You get block me. You get block me. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Off play action. Newman sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there. A big one.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch
Here's 2nd and 8. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Good job. Both steps to the mic. Both steps to the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newman over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Green 18. Check. Watch 54. Watch the call. Hey, Mike. Check 24. Watch 24. Green 18.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. 30. Past the 20. And they will score a pick-6 for the Bears. Touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, Let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On first down, Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Watch the screen. We're beginning. Check three.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Foxtrot. You better bring it. You better bring it. Plant. I'm letting you know right now. You better bring it. Flip it down.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
58, come on. 58, come on. Hey, let's get some penetration. Let's get some penetration. 58, come on.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Swift.
I got you, boy.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
Over. 54. Check pass. You go right now. You got 58. You got tight right there. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 50. 30. Check. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. throw on second down. Newman, quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Again, it's Cohen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. But this is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bilal Nichols in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Rodgers now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense, pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
50. Watch the whip. 45's the mic. You don't want nothing.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bilal Nichols, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
88.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. 45's the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check, 45's the mic. Box it. We didn't get it.
Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gold to add the extra point. And this will be good. Off the right upright, but he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
4 yards on the dump-off. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 41-yard line.
Here we go. 60 out long. Here we go. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Alert. 3 down. Let it go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Chicago, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.